Okay, everybody, here we go. So let's take a look at what we have. Today we're going to be graphing parabolas. So the good news is that we've already just recently done this. So I'll go through this with you slowly, and then you can pause the video anytime you want to. So first of all, it says by completing the square. So I have to bring, the directions say bring C to the other side. I did that, brought the 4 to the other side by adding it. And then I've got my B. Here's my B. I'm going to take half a B, which is -5, and I square that, and I get 25. So then I add 25 to both sides. Okay, I did that. Then the reason we do that is because it's a factor. X minus 5, x minus 5, right? Which we can rewrite as x minus 5 quantity squared. That makes 29, right? Okay, now this is almost in vertex form, so you bring the 29 back over, and that's vertex form. Okay, so the vertex is at positive 5, remember the opposite, negative 29. So that means the line of symmetry has to be 5, because the vertex goes through the line of symmetry. So the line of symmetry is x equals 5, and the vertex is my positive 5, negative 29, okay? Now the y-intercept is easy. It's just that number right there, because if x is 0, you have a -4, so the y-intercept is just 0, -4, okay? The x-intercept is kind of hard. You're going to have to use the quadratic formula on the original. So A is 1, B is -10, and C is -4, okay? So I went the negative B, which is -10, plus or minus square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A, okay? Simplified it, double negative, makes positive 10. 10 squared is 100 plus 16, because negative times negative. I add the 2, I get 116. The square root of 116 is about 10.77. Now I've got two equations, so I get two answers. You can pause this video anytime, just ask, okay? So then I've got a 10 plus a 10.77 divided by 2, and a 10 subtract 10.77 divided by 2, okay? Got that. And then when I simplify that, I get about a 10.358, and I get a negative 0.385. I think I said that wrong, 10.385. So let's graph it. So I had to go by -10, -20, -30, so this would fit. So 5, here's my line of symmetry at 5. My vertex is at 5, -29, it's about there. My y-intercept is here at about -5. My x-intercepts are here at about 10.4 and about a -0.4, okay? All right, again, you can pause this video anytime you want. I'm going kind of fast, so you might want to ask to have a pause, okay? Turn to the page. All right, number 2 says find the line of symmetry and the vertex from this parabola, okay? And then we're going to graph it. So first of all, it's in standard form. I'm not going to complete the square. I'm just going to use negative b over 2a. I think that's easier. My b is 12, -12 over 2 times my a is 2. 12 over 4 is a -3 because of the negative. So my line of symmetry is at x equals -3. Now, it's also part of the vertex. It's also part of the vertex. So to get the corresponding y value, I just plugged it in for x, and I wound up with x being -3, and I just used my calculator, and I wound up with a -23, okay? So it means my vertex is at -3, -23. Again, pause the video anytime you want. Okay, that's great. I can graph that. Now the y-intercept is right here. Again, it's just -5, so I have a point at 0, -5, okay? Now to find the x-intercepts, we're going to need the quadratic formula, okay? So let's see. A is 2, B is 12, and C is -5. So here we go. Got negative B, -12 plus minus B squared, 12 squared minus 4, times A, which is 2, times C, which is -5, all over 2 times A, which is 2. All right? -12 plus minus 144, 12 squared. 4 times 2 times 5 is 40, but it's a positive 40. 144 plus 4 is 184. And then I've used my calculator, and I got what's the square root of 184? Well, it's about 12.56. Okay? So I've got to have two answers. I've got a -12 plus 12.56 divided by 4, which turned out to be 0.14, and a -12 subtract a 12.56 by 4. And I use my calculator, and I got about a -6.14, okay? So to graph it, well, I know the line of symmetry is right here at -3. I went by -10, -20, -30, because I knew that my vertex was at -3, negative 23. Here's my line of symmetry. And my x-intercepts are here at about 0.14 and about negative 6.14. And then I just graphed it, okay? If you have any questions, ask me. Get the homework done, and I will see you.